Today I'm going to discuss why UD should cease to have plastic bottles on campus. Now you might be asking yourself why. Plastic bottles are convenient, they're easy to use, and they hold all our favorite beverages. And I can just recycle it when I'm done. Well, it's not that simple. According to BanTheBottle.net, a pro-earth activist group, the US's recycling rate for plastic is only 23%, which means that 38 billion bottles are thrown away every year, which is more than $1 billion worth of plastic. So obviously the process in which plastic is made is very expensive, and it consumes a great amount of oil, that great liquid that powers your car and makes it move. In fact, we've wasted enough oil in plastic bottle production alone to fuel 1.3 million cars for a year. Throwing away bottles that are already produced instead of recycling them is extremely wasteful, since recycling allows for plastic to be reformed into new products without the need to actually make new plastic. And along with being wasteful, throwing away plastic bottles, or even worse, littering them, reaps detrimental effects on our earth. The bottles that do end up in the trash are collected with the usual garbage and get dumped into massive landfills. Plastic can take up to 1,000 years to disintegrate, so when the bottles do make the landfill, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And as the bottles are subjected to pressure by other garbage, they become increasingly brittle. Why is that a problem? Well, as rain comes down over the landfill, the chemical makeup of the plastic, along with its newly brittle state, allows some of the rainwater to pass through the plastic, which creates a deadly chemical called leachate. And because of natural runoff and the absorptivity of the ground, this deadly chemical is passed into nearby aquatic ecosystems and into the soil that is used by plants for nutrition. Now, what about the bottles that are littered? Well, similar to the leachate distribution, litter is moved from one place to another through runoff, and eventually the litter will find its way to a nearby body of water, perhaps a creek or river. From there, the flow of the water continues its migration. Eventually, the litter will reach a larger body of water, such as an ocean or lake, where it will remain until it is broken into microplastic, which are tiny particles which may be ingested by marine wildlife. When plastic bottles and microplastics take residence in the ocean, they accumulate into vast garbage patches in the middle of the sea. This is due to the thermal current patterns that our oceans follow. These patches are absolutely massive in size, and there are 6 major patches on Earth. Specifically, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is located on the coast of California, is home to 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic, and it's twice the size of Texas. Here, at the University of Delaware, we have 18,946 undergraduate students. And let's infer that 3 out of 4 undergrads use some kind of plastic container daily, whether it be a water bottle, a coffee container, or a soda bottle. Since we know that only 23% of plastic is recycled in the US, we can estimate that 10,941 plastic containers are thrown away every single day at UD, which is 76,587 bottles in a week and 306,348 bottles in a month. And that's only the undergraduate students, never mind the faculty and graduate population. So what can we do to halt our wasteful export? Well, the first step of my plan is to remove all bottled beverages from campus in all the dining locations. Initially, this may seem unlikely, since as humans, we love the convenience of disposable containers. However, this only seems far-fetched because it's the social norm of the campus to have plastic bottles available everywhere. Norms dictate what is considered acceptable behavior and what isn't. The second step of my plan is to adjust this norm by pushing the use of reusable containers on the whole student body. Every student would be assigned a reusable container, and we'd have to completely ban bottles from our campus to increase sustainability and ultimately lower the number of 10,941 bottles thrown away every day to 0. We'd have to do away with coolers that sell plastic bottles and replace them with more dispensing machines. And at outlets like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, employees will only fill up reusable cups rather than giving out plastic ones. And once the norm is to carry around reusable cups rather than buying and throwing away plastic ones, it will no longer seem like a strange thing to do. It will simply be how we do things at UD. I want to thank you for listening to my plan and my proposal and taking it into consideration. It will benefit you, me, the campus, and our Earth. One small step at a time, we can save our planet. Because the more people who say, I can't make a difference, no difference will be made.